Hi, and welcome to my flow today. This is day 3 of the 7-day sequence that we're working through. So we'll be working into a lot of standing postures, and we'll be firing up the legs, creating a foundation for a lot of balancing poses we'll be doing tomorrow. Yeah, so to begin this practice, we'll find ourselves in a seated meditation. So you can cross your legs, maybe sit on your heels. We'll find ourselves in the back of the mat. Once you find that stillness of mind, you can close the eyes and begin to focus your attention upon the breath. Begin to deepen the inhales and extend the exhales out. Maybe expanding the belly a little bit further than natural. From here, we're going to go into Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. So you can create a figure with your hands, index and middle finger together. Actually, no. It's the ring finger and pinky together. Index and middle are going to come down, fold towards the palm. Thumbs coming out to its side. We're going to close the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale out of the left side. Inhale through the left. At the top, retain the breath and switch the hold. Pinky and ring finger, close left nostril. Exhale out of the right side. Inhale through the right side. Reaching the top, retain the breath, switching sides. Exhale out of the left. Inhale through the left side. Retain, switch sides. Exhale out of the right. Inhale through the right side. Retain, switching sides. Bring awareness to the spine, lengthen through the crown of the head. Retain the breath at the top, switching sides. Switching sides. Inhale left side one more time. Release the hand. Exhale all the air out. Inhale deeply. Hold at the top. Exhale halfway. Retain the breath. Exhale all the air out. Inhale deeply. Hold at the top. Exhale halfway. Retain the breath. Exhale it all out. Inhale all the way. Exhale, release control of the breath. Coming back to normal breathing. Extend through the spine. Left hand to left knee. Begin to twist open to the right side. Or left hand to right knee. Gentle twist here, switching sides, right hand to left knee, stretch through the spine, begin to twist open to the left side. Centering ourselves soft, face the front of the mat, reach the hands nice and tall. Exhale, palms come down to heart center. Open the hands out wide, face the palms towards the ceiling. And then twist the palms to face the ground. As the palms face the ground, begin to create micro circles with the hands. Really working into those shoulder joints. You can flip the fingers up as the palms face out to your sides. As the circles then increase in size. This movement may be as slow as you'd like. Switching directions, maintaining the size of the circle. And we're going to work the size of the circle down to a smaller version of itself. Let's come back to stillness, hands come back to heart center in prayer, reach through the spine, inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Find a moment of stillness and presence before we enter into the practice. Alright, let us work our way towards a tabletop position. If the legs were crossed, it might do you good by just stretching one out, shaking the hips side to side, and then switching sides, maybe stretch out that other leg, bouncing back and forth over the wrists, just allowing the blood flow to move freely, the muscles to loosen up. We work in the lower body today, so any tension down below, now is a good time just to let it all go. Coming back to tabletop, let's run through a couple cat-cows, drop the belly, lift the chest. Roll through the spine, broaden the shoulders, press through the palms. Reverse the roll of the spine, lift up through the chest, drop the chin, tuck the belly, cat pose. Coming into neutral, we'll lift the knees up off the mat, shoot the legs back, find ourselves in plank pose. Will not be here for very long. We're coming up into downward facing dog. Hips come up towards the sky. This is another chance just to loosen up the legs, allow the tension to be released. Maybe move the hips side to side, walking out the heels if that's what you need to do today. Press strong to the palm of the hands, lifting up through the upper body as the hips reach towards the sky.
From here, let's all walk our feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. We're going to hold a gentle forward fold. You can cross the arms and allow yourself to swing side to side, or perhaps grab onto the shins and just gently let the upper torso just hang down over the legs. The hamstrings might feel pretty tense right now. Hopefully by the end of the practice, you'll notice how it feels after having worked through a lot of those big muscle groups. You can create micro bounces with the upper body, gently just folding forward, letting your body pull itself back up with the tension of the legs. If your hands are clasped, just release the folds. Inhale deeply and flat back. Bend the knees, hit the hips a little back. We're coming all the way up into a standing posture. Reach the hands nice and tall. Exhale, palms come down to heart center. We're coming into chair pose, so whatever you like to do, feet can be hip distance apart or potentially together. We're going to reach the hands up overhead. Big inhale, exhale, hips are going to sit low. You should be able to see the toes just over the knees. Arms are reaching up over the head. The front ribs are not spilling out, but they're more so tucked in. The core is staying strong here. You can close the eyes, test the balance. Maybe bring the knees a little bit back further so they ride just over the heels. If that's too challenging, be where you need to be. If you want to take it further, you can come up onto the toes. Sitting the hips down further towards the mat. Reaching the arms nice and tall, broadening the shoulders so they don't hike up towards the ears. Couple more moments here. Steady the breath. Bring the heels down if you're on your toes. Press through the heels. Reach the hands up. We're coming into a stand. Exhale, palms to heart center. And close the eyes. We'll take a couple breaths here, allowing the tension of the legs just to drain out. So open our arms out to a T, and then we can begin to twist open to the right side, looking past the right hand, stretching through the spine. Heels, the soles of the feet are planted on the mat. Coming back to center, palms come together. And we bring our arms back out to a T. Begin to twist towards the other side. Pressing strong through the feet. Maybe gazing past those left fingertips. Reach further with the arms. Then we come back to center, palms come to prayer. We're entering back into a chair from here, so maybe if your feet were together, try bringing them hips distance apart. See if that feels better this time. Let's reach the arms up on the inhale. Exhale, sitting down into chair, hips are lowering. Knees are up over the feet. Legs are engaged. Bring the arms down, palms facing the ground. Hands are parallel with the mat. Broaden the shoulders, allow them to roll back. Shoulder blades go down the back. The spine is long and tall, the crown lifts up. Hips go deeper, entire sole of the foot is planted on the mat. Now maybe create tension on the palm of the hand as if you're pressing down into a platform without moving those palms at all. Maybe that visualization might release some of the tension in the legs. If you want to take it further, we're going to come up onto the toes. And a few more moments holding. On the toes, heels come down, we press through the heels, straighten the legs, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, palms come to heart center. And close the eyes here, take another breath as the tension of the legs begins to release. Let's reach the arms up. Inhale together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping back. We're going to flow through a vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here just to realign yourself. Left leg comes up off the mat, parallel the shin with the ground. We're coming into three-legged dog. Hips are equal distance apart. We're pressing through the palms, the hips reach up higher towards the sky. And bring the left foot through, planted between the hands, coming up into crescent lunge. Center the hips off. They should be equal distance from each other, facing the front of the mat. From here, we're dropping the right heel, opening up into Warrior Two. Hips drop low. Begin to activate that front and left leg. Our focus is in our foundation today. So by activating that front and left leg, begin to find that your upper body might even sink a little deeper. To make it more of a challenge, maybe attempt to bring the feet together as if you're pulling the mat towards itself. From here, we're going to reach the left arm forward. Reach it all the way. Plant it inside of the left foot. Right arm comes up and over, side angle. Reaching down through that right leg, out through the right arm. Left knee is not falling inward, but is tracking with the left foot. If you want to challenge the legs now, we can begin to lift the left arm up off the mat. Really firing up that left thigh. Feel free to drop an elbow onto that knee. But lighten the load by activating the core. here, we're coming up, meeting in Warrior 2. Left leg should potentially still be on fire. If you need to, you could straighten it out. From here, we're going to enter into Skandasana. Left leg straightens, right toes point out, 45-degree angle towards the back of the mat. We sit down towards the mat as we straighten through that left leg. Pressing through the feet, coming back into Warrior 2. Inhale here for a breath. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reverse the warrior. We're flipping the left palm up, reaching towards the sky. Left hip is still dropping low, still activating that left thigh. Then we windmill the arms around, frame the left foot. Left foot goes back, meets the right, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. It's a little bit of a challenge. Probably feels good to get off the feet. Feels a little bit better to press into the hands. Just to balance out that load, balance out that effort. Feel free to move the legs as you wish, as your mind mentally prepares for the other side. But we made it through half of that. We're almost rounding halfway towards the end of the practice. Let's stay strong, stay steady, and build that foundation so our balancing postures come a little bit more naturally to us. We're lifting the right leg up off the mat, parallel the shin with the ground, three-legged dog. Feel that tension in the left leg just be released as we stretch the hips high to the sky. Right knees coming towards the chest. Planting the right foot between the hands, coming up into crescent lunge, other side. Recognize the mind. You know what we're about to do. Recognize how the mind is reacting to that awareness. Is it negative? Is it positive? Is it attempting to hold you back from trying harder? As you know what's about to come, maybe actually challenge yourself. You know that the end is near. So find the presence. Eventually the end will come. Left heel drops towards the mat. We're opening up into Warrior 2. Sit the hips deep. Left foot maybe scoots back a little bit more. Finding a deeper Warrior 2. Right knees over that right foot. Arms are stretching long. Steady that foundation. Feet are planted strong. Lean forward. Right hand reaches. Plant the right hand inside the right foot. You can use the right elbow to open up that right knee. Left hand comes up and over, side angle. the right hand up, challenging that right side leg. Really reaching through the arms, pressing down through that left foot. Feel the fire. Feel the burn. Steady the breath. From here, coming up into Warrior 2. Keep that right knee bent. Absorb the tension. Let it release. Find that breath. Straighten out the right leg. Turn left toes towards the back side of the mat, 45-degree angle. Bend that left knee, straighten out that right leg. Skandasana on the other side. Came down into Skandasana and press through that left foot, coming back into Warrior 2. We all meet there. Flipping the right palm towards the sky, reversing the warrior. Bringing that right hip down towards the mat, we stretch up through that right side body, reaching high and tall before bending back. Windmilling the arms around, flip the left heel towards the sky. We're planting our hands, framing that right foot. Right foot goes back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. There we go, we did it. That was the other side. It may have been intimidating at first, however, we made it through. We flowed in the presence, hopefully challenged ourselves a little bit more. From here, we're going to walk our feet forward towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Press into the feet. You can bend the knees. We come all the way up to a standing pose. Reach up. Fingers touch. Hands come to heart center. Take a moment of stillness here to observe the body. Almost finished. Got one more sequence to go, one more challenge to get through. At the top of the mountains at our sight, we're almost there. From here, we're going to step the right leg back, parallel our feet, toes face the right side, or the left, depending on which side you chose. We're coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So find the length of the feet. You can scoot out maybe a little bit further, or maybe bring them to the distance that your hands reach out to your sides. From here, we're going to fold from that front hip crease up and over the legs. Keeping a straight spine, we're pressing through the soles of the feet. Legs are staying long. Coming into a flat back. From here, I like to maybe even widen my feet a little bit more before dropping deeper into a forward fold. Maybe if you tend to hyperextend the legs, this is a moment maybe just to bring the toes a little bit inward, even past the heels, pigeon-toeing the feet slightly. It's a nice relaxation after all that tension built up in the legs. Now here we get a chance just to release it all. Allow our upper body to fold up and over those legs. So all that tension begins to release out. Sometimes we forget to actually work our foundation. We can become so stagnant in thought and in ways, forgetting that the simple things sometimes actually create the most growth. We neglect the simple things, viewing rather those that catch our eye, our attention. The foundation is rarely acknowledged because most of the time it is unseen. But as we come back to those foundational principles, it is worth strengthening them, challenging them, bringing awareness to those foundations so that our mind could then adapt, could then mold from the lesson that was learned. So I'll come back up into a flat back. If you widened your stance, maybe heel toe the feet in a little bit more. Once they're close enough, we're going to lift ourselves up from those hips, keeping a straight spine. Find ourselves standing tall. We're going to heel the toe, the feet in just slightly, coming into goddess stance. Toes are going to face out, 45-degree angle. We begin to sit the hips low, bending the knees. It's our last chance to challenge the foundation here. So be strong, maybe allow the hips to move further towards the mat. Really press into the soles of the feet, the heels, the toes, the arches. The knees are over the feet, stretch long and tall through the spine. Maybe even lean the core, the shoulders back a little bit more. Feel the fire in the legs. You can reach the hands out to your sides. You can join me in a breath flow. Exhale, hands come together. Inhale, they reach out. Exhale, come together. Inhale, reach them out. Exhale, bring them together. Inhale, reach them long. Exhale, hands come together. Inhale, reach them wide. Exhale, together. Last time, inhale, reach them long. Exhale, together. Hold just for another breath. Really adopt that fire in the legs. And press through the feet, coming out of that posture. Take a moment to let the legs drain of that fire. Maybe rock the hips side to side, bending one knee to the other. Good work. We're going to begin to slow down the practice now. Coming towards the end. So you can make your way to the front of the mat. Reach the hands up overhead. Exhale, hips are going to come down towards the mat. As they meet the mat, we can scoot them back towards the center. If you want to do any more final postures, go ahead. From here, we're going to work into our final spinal twist. And if you're with me, let's roll down onto our spines. Bring the heels close towards the glutes. Left leg comes up and over the right. Scoot my hips over to the left side, just slightly as the knees fall to the right side. You can open the left hand out, maybe use the right hand to pull those knees towards the ground a little more. Remembering to find length through the spine. And there was our foundation, the challenge of it. When you strengthen that foundation, your balancing postures should as well become a lot more easy, more natural. So too as it is in life, as you find your foundations in any aspect, you learn them, you work them, you grow them. It becomes a lot easier to build upon them. Coming out of that twist, heels come towards the glutes. Right leg comes up and over left. Scoot the hips towards the right as the knees drop down, opening up that right shoulder. The right shoulder should remain upon the ground. It's not lifting up at all. You can always use a block underneath the legs to find more rest if you're having a hard time actually meeting the ground. Or you could take a simpler spinal twist where you're just taking one knee up and over without crossing them over. Going out of the spinal twist. Knees come together. We're gonna hug our knees towards the chest. Maybe rock the hips side to side. And enter into our final corpse pose. Meditative relaxation to finish off the practice. Stretch the legs out long, hands come to our sides. Take a closing inhale, then exhale, let it all go. The breath then finds a natural rhythm as the body sinks deep into stillness. Notice the legs, if there's any tension there. Consciously allow them to be drained with every breath. Allow the feet to be relaxed. Allow the calves to release the tension. Allow the knees to relax. Go the tension in the thighs and the hips. Feel free to stay there as long as you like. You can join me by bringing the knees to a fold as the heels come towards the glutes. Gonna roll to one side, coming up into a seat. Thank you for joining me today in this foundational practice. I hope you are blessed by it. And I wish you well. Namaste.